Okay, so ready to jump into something pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a deep dive into the Ngolia report.
Cool.
And just from kind of glancing at the materials we have, the trailer and the script, wow, this channel is ambitious.
Yeah, looks like it covers a lot.
Culture, history, travel, finance, human achievement.
A lot of ground to cover.
It seems like they're covering it all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear that this is like way more than just facts and figures, you know.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
It feels like they're trying to empower people.
You're absolutely right.
Wow.
Even just the trailer, they use such like vivid imagery and thought-provoking quotes.
Oh, yeah.
To tie all these like diverse topics together.
Yeah.
It all seems to revolve around this idea of unlocking potential.
That's a good way to put it.
Whether it's your own potential or like the potential within a culture.
Oh, interesting.
Or even the lessons we can learn from history.
It's really striking how each section of the trailer, culture, history, all those, they start with a quote that like just grabs your attention.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the intro, authenticity is your greatest asset in a world full of filters.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's from Oga Obina.
Yeah.
I mean, haven't we all felt that pressure to conform, especially like online?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially today. It's incredibly relevant. It reminds us that our like unique perspectives and experiences are valuable, even when we're like surrounded by all these seemingly perfect, curated images.
Right.
And then there's that powerful Nelson Mandela quote in the culture section. It always seems impossible until it's done.
Yeah. What a quote.
It makes you think about all the times we've like doubted ourselves or given up on something that seemed too difficult.
Totally. It's like a reminder that resilience and like a positive mindset can help us overcome, you know, these seemingly impossible obstacles.
Yeah, totally.
I know there have been times in my own life where I felt like giving up, but then like I remember stories of people who achieved incredible things despite facing huge challenges.
Right.
And it gives me that extra push to keep going.
Absolutely. It connects like beautifully with this idea of unlocking potential. If we believe something's impossible, we'll never even try.
Right.
But if we like shift our mindset and embrace the possibility of success, then we open ourselves up to achieving amazing things.
And then they end the trailer with Stephen Covey's wisdom: live your life by a compass, not a clock.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Initially, it sounds catchy, but what do you think it like actually means for someone trying to apply this to their life?
That's a great question. I think it speaks to the idea of defining your own path, like following your passions and values rather than blindly adhering to like societal expectations or a rigid schedule.
Yeah.
It's about living intentionally and making choices that align with, you know, your personal goals and aspirations.
That's a really insightful interpretation. And it's interesting how that theme of defining your own journey seems to be like woven throughout the entire trailer.
Exactly. What's fascinating is how they use like questions in the trailer to draw the viewer in and make them an active participant. What if every journey, imagine unlocking.
Oh, right. Yeah.
These like open-ended questions encourage us to reflect on our own lives and consider the possibilities that exist.
It's like they're saying this isn't just entertainment. This is an invitation to explore your own potential.
Right.
And then there's that powerful repetition, your story, your journey, your rhythm. It's like a personalized call to action.
It's brilliant. They're taking these like universal themes, culture, history, travel, and making them directly relevant to the individual viewer. They're not just presenting information. They're saying, this is about you. This is about finding your place in the world.
And speaking of finding your place, the trailer really emphasizes like transformation through things like travel, mastering finances, and learning from those who have achieved great things.
Right.
It's like they're saying, here are different paths you can explore to grow as a person and create a life that is both fulfilling and impactful.
Exactly. What's like particularly effective is their use of evocative language.
Oh, yeah.
For example, in the opening, they say, a rhythm pulsing beneath every culture, perhaps a lesson etched into the fabric of history. It's almost poetic, isn't it?
It's so beautifully written. And then there's that line in the travel section. Go beyond the map. Step into places where beauty and adventure awaken the soul. It makes you want to pack your bags and explore the world, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And it speaks to the idea that travel can be so much more than just sightseeing. It can be a journey of self-discovery, a way to, connect with different cultures, and ultimately to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
It seems like the Ngolia report is trying to present a more holistic view of personal growth, where exploring the world, understanding different cultures, and learning from history are all integral parts of the journey.
I think you're spot on. The trailer suggests they're trying to connect the dots between all these different areas of life and show how they can contribute to our overall well-being and sense of purpose.
So they've definitely piqued our curiosity with this trailer.
Yeah.
But let's go deeper into each of these sections. Starting with culture. They describe it as the, quote, heartbeat of humanity, a timeless loop linking our past to our future. I love that imagery.
Yeah.
What does that make you think of?
That's a great place to start. When I hear that phrase, I think about how culture is constantly evolving while simultaneously being rooted in tradition. It's this dynamic force that shapes our identities and connects us to something larger than ourselves.
And they go on to say that culture dances in vibrant festivals and whispers in the quiet moments that shape who we are.
Yeah.
It's like they're acknowledging that culture is expressed in both grand and subtle ways.
It's a beautiful observation. They're highlighting the multifaceted nature of culture and how it permeates every aspect of our lives.
Right.
From the clothes we wear to the stories we tell. And then they ask this intriguing question. What is even more fascinating is how alive it is in you.
That question really brings it home, doesn't it? It's like they're challenging us to examine how our own cultural experiences and influences have shaped who we are today.
It's a call for introspection, for recognizing the ways in which culture has shaped our values, beliefs, even our sense of self. And then they bring in that Nelson Mandela quote again about things seeming impossible until they're done.
It's so fitting here because it speaks to the idea that culture isn't static, it's constantly evolving. And we, as individuals and as a society, have the power to shape that evolution.
Exactly. It's a reminder that we can be active participants in shaping the cultural landscape, both locally and globally. We can challenge outdated norms, embrace diversity, and create a more inclusive and vibrant world.
Okay, let's move on to history. They start by stating that every monument, memory, and moment echoes with greatness. It makes you think about the weight of the past and how it surrounds us.
It's a powerful reminder that history isn't just something we read about in textbooks. It's alive in the buildings we see, the stories we hear, and the choices we make every day.
And they emphasize the importance of listening to those echoes from the past. They say, when history whispers, it stirs wisdom deep within the soul, if only we pause to listen.
It's like they're encouraging us to be more mindful of the past, to seek out its lessons and insights so that we can avoid repeating the mistakes of those who came before us.
And then they bring in a quote from Anthony Robbins, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. It's such a powerful message, especially when applied to the context of history.
It's almost like they're saying that learning from history can spark our imaginations and inspire us to make a positive impact on the world. We can draw on the wisdom of the past to create a better future.
Okay, now let's explore their take on travel. They invite us to go beyond the map. Step into places where beauty and adventure awaken the soul. It sounds incredibly inviting.
It speaks to the transformative power of travel. It's not just about seeing new places. It's about experiencing different cultures, challenging our perspectives, and ultimately expanding our understanding of the world and ourselves.
They go on to say that travel isn't just movement, it's transformation. Along the journey, you uncover hidden pieces of yourself, embracing adventures that ignite your spirit and redefine your path. I love how they're framing travel as a journey of self-discovery.
It beautifully captures the way travel can push us outside our comfort zones and help us uncover hidden strengths and passions we never knew we had. And then they bring in that Stephen Bartlett quote, "Every story has a lesson waiting to be uncovered."
It's like they're saying that the world is full of stories waiting to be told, and every journey we take is an opportunity to connect with those stories and learn from them.
It's about being open to new experiences and perspectives, about embracing the unknown and allowing ourselves to be transformed by the encounters we have along the way.
Okay, let's shift gears and delve into their perspective on finance. They start with a powerful definition. Financial freedom means living life on your terms, pursuing your passions, and creating a legacy that lasts.
It's a really empowering definition, isn't it? It goes beyond simply having money. It's about having the financial resources to live a life that is aligned with your values and aspirations.
And they emphasize that their goal is to empower people with the knowledge and tools they need to achieve financial freedom. They say, every lesson here simplifies the world of finances, giving you the tools to master your money and secure your future.
It's about taking control of your finances, making informed decisions, and building a secure foundation for yourself and your loved ones. It's about financial literacy and empowerment.
And then they connect it to a broader vision of a better world with that quote from Wangari Maathai. When we plant trees, we plant the seeds of peace and the seeds of hope.
It's such a beautiful metaphor, isn't it? It suggests that financial stability can contribute to a more peaceful and sustainable world. When people feel secure and empowered, they are more likely to invest in their communities and work towards creating a better future for all.
Okay, finally, let's explore their approach to human excellence. They frame this section as a celebration of human potential. They say, be inspired by the brilliance, resilience, and passion of those who dare to dream big and achieve the extraordinary.
It's about recognizing that greatness exists within all of us, and we can draw inspiration from the stories of those who have achieved incredible things.
They go on to say, greatness isn't reserved for a few, it lives within all of us. It's a powerful message of encouragement, urging us to tap into our own potential and strive for excellence in our own lives.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing our own unique talents and abilities and using them to make a positive contribution to the world.
And they remind us that as we honor the dreamers, doers, and trailblazers who redefine what's possible, remember, your journey can light the way for others. It's a beautiful reminder that our actions can inspire and empower others to reach their full potential.
It's like they're saying that we are all connected and we have a responsibility to use our gifts and talents to make the world a better place.
Okay, let's pause here. Okay, so we've spent the last two parts kind of, really unpacking the Ngolia report's message. But now, for this final part, let's shift the focus to you, the listener.
Yeah, good idea.
Because, all this inspiration is great, but it only matters if it resonates with you personally.
Exactly. We've explored all these themes of culture, history, travel, finance, human excellence. But the real question is, how does it all connect to your own life?
Right. Because the Ngolia report might spark one person's interest in ancient civilizations, while someone else might be fired up about taking control of their finances. It's all about what speaks to you.
Thinking back to all those quotes and visuals from the trailer, what really stuck with you? Was it Oga Obina's message about authenticity?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or maybe that visual of stepping into a place where beauty awakens the soul, like they talked about with travel?
Oh, yeah. Or maybe it was that powerful definition of financial freedom.
Ooh, which one?
Living life on your terms. That one really struck me.
It's a great one. It gets to the heart of why the Ngolia report seems so focused on empowerment.
Right.
It's not just about learning facts. It's about equipping you to take control of your life in whatever way resonates with you.
And remember that line, live your life by a compass, not a clock.
Oh, yeah. We talked about what that means, broadly.
Yeah. But how would you define your own compass?
Right. What values or goals are, guiding you right now?
And here's where it gets really interesting. If the Ngolia report is about unlocking potential, where do you see untapped potential in your own life?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is it finally learning that skill you've always been curious about?
Ooh, yeah.
Is it taking a trip to a place you've always dreamed of?
Maybe.
Maybe it's about connecting more deeply with your own cultural heritage?
Yeah.
Or finding a mentor who can guide you.
And remember how they talked about every journey being a doorway to a story waiting to be told?
Oh, yeah.
What's your story? What are you passionate about? What unique perspective do you have to offer the world?
Maybe it's time to start writing that blog, launch that business, or finally have that difficult conversation you've been putting off.
What's so exciting about the Ngolia report's message is that it's not prescriptive. They're not saying, here's the one right way to live your life.
Right.
Instead, they're offering a framework, a set of tools and inspirations that you can use to craft your own unique path.
It's like they're saying, the world is full of amazing possibilities and you have the power to choose your own adventure.
Exactly. And as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with this challenge. What action will you take? What step will you take today, no matter how small, to move closer to that untapped potential? to telling that story that's waiting to be shared. The journey starts now.
And that's our deep dive into the Ngolia Report, a channel that's all about inspiring and empowering you to live a more fulfilling and impactful life. We hope you enjoyed exploring this with us, and we can't wait to see what incredible stories you'll create.